The first race pacers at Hawthorne, all in behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off, and Trendy Liz goes right to the lead as SPRINGWATER SANDRA is up on the outside. Down at the rail is Fox Valley Biz. It is Trendy Liz leading onto the clubhouse turn, then Fox Valley Biz racing in second. SPRINGWATER SANDRA finds a forward spot, now third at the rail, just in front of Flamin' Hope racing in fourth. Ostentatious gets out fifth, followed by Dashing Chief in sixth, and then it's Anxious Candid racing in seventh, followed by I'm a Spoiled Brat, and Highland Betty trails the field. They race off the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and now moving up to take the early lead is SPRINGWATER SANDRA. SPRINGWATER SANDRA to the front. Trendy Liz is racing second, followed by Fox Valley Biz, completing the top three. Flamin' Hope is racing in fourth. Ostentation the top five. Dashing Chief is sixth. There's a gap back two. Anxious Candid, who's a little rough-gated, now racing in seventh. To the outside is Highland Betty, and I'm a Spoiled Brat trails the field. The opening quarter of a mile was clocked in 30 3/5, and as they go to the far turn, leading the way is SPRINGWATER SANDRA on top by a full length. And racing second along the inside is Trendy Liz, followed by Fox Valley Viz racing in third. Moving to the outside, Ostentatious is on the move now in fourth. Also moving up, Dashing Chief is racing in fifth. And then down at the rail racing in sixth, that is Flamin' Hope. They're rounding the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and Ostentatious is turning up the pressure on SPRINGWATER SANDRA. Halftime was 1:01 4. Coming for the top of the home stretch, and Ostentatious has taken the lead. SPRINGWATER SANDRA is back into second. Trendy Liz is racing in third towards the inside. That is Fox Valley Biz completing the first four. 3/4 recorded in 1:31 4, and now they're homeward bound. Ostentatious to the front. Trendy Liz racing second. Here comes Fox Valley Biz charging down the center of the track in third. Flamin' Hope finds a little racing room, is coming on now fourth. They race into the final eighth of a mile, and it is Fox Valley Biz to the front. Ostentatious back into second, and Flamin' Hope along the inside is SPRINGWATER SANDRA. Fox Valley Biz has given this field the slip. The race is for place. Flamin' Hope's in the photo with SPRINGWATER SANDRA for the place money. Here they come. And they're off. And Janimal driving for the lead up on the outside. Be home early down at the rail. Anxious Roscoe is along the inside, racing away in a third. And then up on the extreme outside, that is Fly With Me into the first four. And down at the rail, racing away in fifth is Ancient Irish. And then along the inside is Sold Kentucky Home racing in sixth. Followed by Out in the Country, who is away in seventh. And then Painted Clown is eighth. And ninth and last is Wolf's Echo. They straighten up onto the backstretch. The opening quarter was clocked in 29 3. And as they straighten onto the backside, Fly With Me drives by and grabs the lead. But on the outside, Janimal is doing the give and go. Joe Marsh Jr. gave up the lead with Janimal and then retakes it very quickly. It's Janimal in front. Racing second is Fly With Me, followed by Be Home Early racing in third. Anxious Roscoe the first four, followed by Ancient Irish racing in fifth. Sold Kentucky Home is sixth. Out in the Country is seventh. And then it's back to Painted Clown, and Wolf's Echo trails the field. They're going to the half-mile marker, and leading the way is Janimal. The opening half clocked in a minute flat. And now they start around the far turn, and Janimal has the lead. Racing second is Fly With Me. Anxious Roscoe to the outside is driving up into the top three. Be Home Early races in fourth. And then on the outside, Sold Kentucky Home is into the top five. Ancient Irish is buried deep behind a wall of horses, racing now in sixth. On the outside, Out in the Country is in seventh. And then Painted Clown and Wolf's Echo, those two never a factor, trail the field. They're rounding the turn, coming to the top of the home stretch. 3/4, 1:30 flat. And Janimal turns for home with a commanding 2-length lead. And Fly With Me racing in second, and down the center of the track coming on, that is Sold Kentucky Home now third. They have an eighth of a mile left to race, and Janimal's in complete control. And Fly With Me racing in second from in between pacers. Anxious Roscoe takes third. 16th out, and Janimal suffering some anxious moments now as Fly With Me closes. Here's the wire, and Janimal is in front. Fly With Me second best. Third was Anxious Roscoe. The third race pacers are all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. Broadway Society pacing fast for the early lead. From the outside is Bad Time to Be in Love. Towards the inside is Warning Label. They race around the clubhouse turn, and that is Broadway Society who has the lead. Bad Time to Be in Love is 3 wide at the moment, racing into the top 2. Down at the rail, Warning Label is away in third. Up on the outside, Brenda Sue is racing in fourth, followed by Elegant Family, who gets away in fifth. And then along the inside is Maringo Coco in sixth, followed by Oatsville in seventh, and then Holly Sweeper moves to the outside of Remember Me Homer, the trailer. They race by the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Now they're on to the backstretch, and Broadway Society leads the way. Bad Time to Be in Love found a forward spot, is right there in second at the rail. Warning Label's having a difficult time keeping up with the top 2, racing in third, and then Brenda Sue is racing fourth and now tips to the outside. Elegant Family is racing in fourth. Up on the outside, gaining ground is Holly Sweeper into the top 5. They race to the half-mile marker, and leading the way is Broadway Society with Bad Time to Be in Love right over the shoulder second. They raced the half in a minute and 2 fifths, and now they're on to the far turn. Leading the way, Broadway Society, now drawing clear of Bad Time to Be in Love, racing second. Holly Sweeper is on the move on the outside, now in third. And then along the inside, racing in fourth, is Brenda Sue. And then there's a gap back to Remember Me Homer, racing in fifth, followed by Maringo Coco in sixth. Elegant Family completes the first 7, and then it is back to Warning Label, who drops out of it, and Oatsmobile is the trailer. They're coming for the top of the home stretch, and Broadway Society has the lead. Up on the outside, pacing very quick to challenge, is Holly Sweeper, 3/4 time, 1:31 flat. Now they're homeward bound, and Broadway Society still has the lead. Holly Sweeper up on the outside in second. Center of the track coming on is Brenda Sue, and down at the rail looking for a way out is Bad Time to Be in Love. Center of the track finishing very fast is Oatsmobile. They race into the final 16th, and Oatsmobile cruises right on by Brenda Sue to grab the lead, and then Maringo Coco's third. Down to the line, Oatsmobile in front. The fourth race pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off, and that's Rock Rain driving for the early lead. Hearts Betsy down at the rail, and You Turn Me Double is out of the gate racing in third. And then it is back to Many Happy Times in fourth. Broadway Law completes the first 5. And then it's back to Hope for Oil in sixth. Tanya races seventh. Leah T is in eighth, and the trailer is Fox Valley Bonita. They round the clubhouse turn, and they are in post position order. Hearts Betsy leading the way. Rock Rain dropped over to the rail in second. You Turn Me Double the top 3. And there goes Many Happy Times to the outside, racing and now in fourth and moving up quickly. Also on the move from out of the back is Tanya is into the first 5. And then it's Broadway Law in 6th. Hope for Oil is 7th, followed by Tanya. That's Leah T in 8th, and Fox Valley Bonita trails the field. The first quarter a leisurely 31-3, but now Many Happy Times has turned on the pressure and moves by and grabs the lead from HARTS BETSY. Tanya's up on the outside now, racing into the top three. Rock Rain down at the rail is racing fourth. Hope for Oil is on the move on the outside, racing fifth. You Turn Me Double has been shuffled back and is now sixth. They're onto the half and 101 flat. Now they're moving to the far turn. And Many Happy Times leads the way, 3/4 of a length in front. Tanya up on the outside, races second. Down at the rail, HARTS BETSY completes the top three. Hope for Oil is on the outside, racing in a fourth. And then it is back to Broadway Lal, racing fifth to the outside. Leah T's into the action now in sixth. Rock Rain shuffled back in seventh. And You Turn Me Double is racing in eighth. And still at the back is Fox Valley Bonita. They're at the top of the home stretch, and Many Happy Times turns for home, a length and a half to the good. 3/4 and 1:30-3, and now they're pacing home, and Many Happy Times has the lead. Center of the track, finishing fastest, Hope for Oil into the final eighth of a mile, and leading the way, Many Happy Times. Hope for Oil draws to within striking distance second. On the outside, finishing fast, that's Leah T in third. It's Many Happy Times in front. Many Happy Times wins. Hope for Oil second best. A long gap to Leah T, who finishes third. Fifth race pacers all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. And that's Little Grapefruit, who flies out of the gate under urging by Daniel Ross. And Little Grapefruit was on a mission to make the lead, and mission accomplished. Little Grapefruit leads by more than two, with Herschel Highlight settling down into second. Along the inside is Tykov Hanover in third, with Taggart Hanover racing in fourth. And then it's Cam Wheel completing the top five. Pacing Machine is racing in sixth. Perfect Shot is seventh. Cambino racing eighth. And Seek and Scan trails the field. Off the turn and onto the backstretch. And now Herschel Highlight drives by to grab the lead from Little Grapefruit. First quarter of a mile was clocked in 30 and 1/5. They race on to the backstretch, and it is Herschel Highlight with the lead. Little Grapefruit is right there racing in second. And then Tykov Hanover, followed by Taggart Hanover. And along the inside, Cam Will completes the top five. Pacing Machine races in sixth. Perfect Shot seventh. Cambino eighth. And Seek and Scan is ninth and last. They race to the half-mile marker, and there's been no change. Herschel Highlight continues to lead the way over Little Grapefruit racing second. Half-time, 59 and 4. They race onto the far turn, and leading the way is Herschel Highlight. Little Grapefruit racing second with Ty Cobb Hanover in third. Pacing Machine on the outside is racing into the first four, just in front of Taggart Hanover racing in fifth. And then it's back to Cambino in sixth. Along the inside is Cam Wheel in seventh. Up on the outside is Seek and Scan racing eighth, and shuffled back Perfect Shot trails the field. Coming for the top of the home stretch, and Herschel Highlight has the lead. Right over the shoulder is Little Grapefruit. They're into the home stretch after 3 quarters and 1, 29 and 4. Homeward bound, Herschel Highlight has the lead. Her Little Grapefruit is racing second. Along the inside into third is Ty Cobb Hanover, and gaining ground up on the outside, that is Pacing Machine. And now Little Grapefruit springs from the 2-hole and challenges Herschel Highlight, and Little Grapefruit is home free. Herschel Highlight races second, Ty Cobb Hanover third. Little Grapefruit in front. Here they come. And they're off. Anxious Dee Dee drives for the early lead. Julie Carr along the inside takes second. And then Elsa Wood is out of the gate racing in third. They go on to the clubhouse turn, and Anxious DD grabs the lead. Julie Carr down at the rail second. Raging RJ is on the outside looking for the front, racing in third. And then it's back to Elsa Wood, who gets away in fourth, just in front of Ariel's MJM in fifth. Skinny Dippin' away tardily in sixth, and Go Light is the trailer. They race on to the backstretch. The opening quarter clocked in 29-3. And up to grab the lead, that is Ragin' RJ. Racing second is Anxious DD, and then it's back to Julie Carr in third, followed by Elsa Wood completing the first four. Ariel's MJM is racing fifth with Skinny Dippin' in sixth. Then the trailer remains Go Light. They're really rocking up the backstretch. That is Ragin' RJ leading the way. Anxious DD following in second, and then third along the inside, Julie Carr. They race on to the half-mile marker. Half-time, 58 seconds flat, and now they move to the far turn. Ragin' RJ leads the way. Racing second is Anxious DD. Along the inside is Julie Carr in third. To the outside goes Elsa Wood into the first four. Ariel's MJM's following on the outside in the passing lane in fifth, and then it's back to Skinny Dippin'. In the trailer is Go Light. They're coming for the top of the home stretch, and leading the way is Ragin' RJ playing a game of Catch Me If You Can. Elsa Woods closing in now second as they straighten for home. 3/4 in 1:27-2, and now they're at the top of the home stretch. Ragin' RJ has the lead. On the outside, here comes Ariel's MJM, and Ariel's MJM paces by, takes the lead. Elsa Woods in between horses, tipping to the outside. Skinny Dippin's coming on. It's a wide open race with an eighth of a mile to go. Julie Carr with a desperate move to the inside is full of pace. They race into the final 70 yards, and it's Skinny Dippin' who grabs the lead. Ariel's MJM is second. Skinny Dippin's in front. Seventh race Pacers all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off, and Anzio's Gypsy Girl driving for the early lead. Holly's Discovery down at the rail is away in a second. Dynamite Springs up on the outside looking for a forward spot, as is Moonwalk, and Fox Valley Pretend is on the extreme outside. Rounding the clubhouse turn, and now leading the way is Anzio's Gypsy Girl. Up on the outside, Moonwalk moves into second. Holly's Discovery is racing third. Fox Valley Pretends on the outside fourth. Dynamite Springs found a seat at the rail, is only 3 lengths from the lead. Going off stride, Anzio's Gypsy Girl, and that causes chaos amongst the trailers. They race onto the backstretch after the quarter in 30 4/5. And leading the way up on the outside is Fox Valley Pretend. Moonwalk down at the rail is now second. Holly's Discovery racing in third, followed by Dynamite Springs completing the first four. There's a gap back to Tanya Stefania racing in fifth, followed by Mudge's Molly in sixth. Up on the outside is Coming At You in seventh. And then it's back to Hope's Gal racing in eighth. And far back, Anzio's Gypsy Girl, after the mistake, is trailing the field. Halftime 59-2. Now they start around the far turn. There's just over 3/8 of a mile left to race. And leading the way, Holly's Discovery on the outside. On the inside is Fox Valley Pretend, and those two are going at it stride for stride. Moonwalk's just in behind the top two, racing in third. Dynamite Springs is an up-close fourth. And then it is back to Coming At You, who's moved into the top five, just in front of Mudge's Molly racing in sixth. To the outside, Hope's Gal seventh. They're at the top of the home stretch, and it's still Fox Valley Pretend fending off the challenge of Holly's Discovery. They've raced the 3/4 in 1:28-4. As they come down to the final eighth of a mile, Holly's Discovery paces right on by and grabs the lead. Up on the outside, finishing fast is Moonwalk, and Moonwalk has raced to the top. On the outside, Dynamite Springs finishing fast, takes second, but it's Moonwalk who is in front. Moonwalk scores easily by more than 3. Finishing second was Dynamite Springs, and Holly's Discovery hangs on for the show money. Eighth race Pacers all in behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off, and Tessa Ray made a break at the start. Trying for the lead from the outside is Velocity Girl. Along the inside, Diamond Girl. HS Truly Scrumptious is away in third. Velocity Girl outpaces Diamond Girl to the lead, and then HS Truly Scrumptious takes the third spot. There's a gap back to LB Lady Racing in fourth, followed by Broadway Trinket Racing in fifth. And then it's Silky Chevy in sixth. Vic Nita races seventh, and then it is back to eighth, and that is Tessa Ray. They round the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch. The opening quarter in 29-4. Velocity Girl has the lead, but Diamond Girl drives to the outside, and there's Diamond Girl taking the lead from Velocity Girl. A length and a half. HS Truly Scrumptious is now racing in third. There's a gap of 4 back to LB Lady in fourth. And then Broadway Trinket races in fifth. Silky Chevy is in sixth. Vic Nita is seventh. And then it is back to eighth, and Lacey Rose, and the trailer is Tessa Ray. They race to the half-mile marker behind the lead of Diamond Girl, and they're on the half in 59-2. And now going to the far turn, Diamond Girl has the lead. Up on the outside very quickly to challenge is Broadway Trinket. Down at the rail is a Velocity Girl now racing in a third. On the outside, Silky Chevy's into the action now fourth. HS Truly Scrumptious is shuffled back in fifth. Vic Nita's closing ground now sixth. And then up on the outside is Lacey Rose in seventh. Along the inside is LB Lady in eighth. And from a distance, Tessa Ray can see the field. They're at the top of the home stretch and pacing home after 3 quarters in 1:28-3. Leading the way is Broadway Trinket on top, a solid length. Along the inside, Diamond Girl second. Center of the track, that is Silky Chevy in third. Into the final eighth of a mile, and Broadway Trinket has the look of a winner. It's Broadway Trinket on top. Diamond Girl races second. Lacey Rose coming late to grab third. Broadway Trinket is all alone. Here they come. And they're off. Nonstop John driving for the lead up on the outside. Diddley's down at the rail. And Darren Devil paces out of the gate in third. Maringo Lane races in fourth. And then along the inside is Hightail Henry racing fifth, followed by Fantasy Life, and then 7.5. And at the back is Shy Shark. They are midway around the first turn, and moving up on the outside is Nonstop John to grab the lead. Diddley down at the rail racing second. Darren Devil is third, and then it is back to Maringo Lane in fourth. Hightail Henry the top 5, followed by Fantasy Life, and then 7.5, and Shy Shark trails the field. They're on to the opening quarter in 30 3/5, and as they race up the backstretch, leading the way is Nonstop John. From out of the back, Hightail Henry is in high gear and gaining ground quickly, and that's Hightail Henry now taking the lead from Nonstop John. Maringo Lane moves up on the outside, takes third, and Diddley's down at the rail, shuffled back in fourth. Fantasy Life moves up on the outside, racing in fifth. Darren Devil is shuffled back in sixth. 7.5 is seventh, and Shy Shark is eighth and last. Halftime was a minute flat, and now they're on to the far turn. And leading the way is Hightail Henry on top by 3/4 of a length. Maringo Lane up on the outside is challenging from second. Down at the rail, racing in a third. That is Nonstop John, followed by Fantasy Life on the outside in fourth. And then Diddley is locked in tight behind a wall of horses, racing in fifth. 7.5 moves up in sixth. Darren Devil moves to the outside in seventh, and Shy Shark remains the trailer. They're at the top of the home stretch, 3/4 in 1:29-4. Hightail Henry still the one to catch. Hightail Henry has the lead, and now with a little racing room is Nonstop John in second. On the outside, pacing fast, Fantasy Life. Up the rail comes Diddley. They have a 16th left to race, and Hightail Henry is bracing for the oncoming challenge of Nonstop John, and Hightail Henry's up to the task, wins by a length. Nonstop John second. Very tight for the show money between Fantasy Life and Diddley. 10th race Pacers, all in behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead is Ticked Off. Lake Hills Carl right alongside. Looking for a forward spot is J.E. Big Red. They race onto the clubhouse turn and Ticked Off and Lake Hills Carl. Those two are going after the early lead, and now it's Ticked Off to the front. Lake Hills Carl will settle down into second, just in front of Slumlord, who paces third around the turn. J.E. Big Red thought of going after the lead and then races fourth on the inside, followed by Free Society, Kim Can, Royals Ideal, Ladies Cowboy trails the field. And now Lake Hills Carl was just playing possum as they raced around the turn. Started to settle in behind Ticked Off and then sprinted right to the lead. The opening quarter was in 30 4/5, and now they're on to the backstretch. It's Lake Hills Carl leading the way. Ticked Off right there second. Slumlord racing third. J.E. Big Red to the outside is fourth. Free Society's following in the passing lane fifth. Kim Can sixth, followed by Royals Ideal. Ladies Cowboy trails the field. They're going to the half-mile marker, and Lake Hills Carl has grabbed the lead. Up on the outside, J.E. Big Red is challenging, and now Ticked Off has a little racing room along the inside as Pacers start to close in on the outside. They race around the turn after a half of 59 4, and it is J.E. Big Red taking the lead. Along the inside is Lake Hills Carl in second. Up on the outside, pacing into third is Free Society, and then it is back to Kim Can racing in fourth. Ticked Off is full of pace and desperately looking for a little racing room. They're at the top of the home stretch, and as they turn for home, 3/4 in 129 flat, it's J.E. Big Red leading the way. Up on the outside, Free Society. Along the inside, Lake Hills Carl needs a little racing room, and Ticked Off is full of pace and now has a little room to the outside. And here comes Ticked Off driving down the outside to Free Society, trying to hold on to the lead. Free Society in front. On the outside, Ticked Off. Free Society, Ticked Off. They carry their duel to the wire, and Free Society wins by a head. Ticked Off second best.